God. You don't love God? What's wrong with you? Nothing is wrong with you, Chisa. Nothing is wrong. There is a race that I must run. There are victories to be won. Give me power every hour to be true. There is a race that I must run. There are victories to be won. Give me power every hour to be true.
Sure, gang, welcome back. Today I have Sibulelo Jorana in the cut. So, as mentioned before, we are fasting. And yeah, we're going to give you an update as to how that's going. But before that, Sibu's going to explain her walk with the Lord.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel.
It's too early in the morning.
Okay, so my walk with Jesus was very not linear. I grew up in a very Christian home. We went to a Xhosa Anglican church. The services were like 10 hours long. And like at first as a child I was like fine, and then eventually I was like no man. Yeah, I felt as though I didn't have a choice, which obviously for me the logical response then was to be like hi. So I definitely went through my like atheist stages, agnostic stages, whatever. And then in high school, just because I was in boarding school, I kind of started to form my own relationship with God. But in university is when I properly formed.
That's the one.
That's the one. And I was like, okay, now I'm gonna have a personal relationship with this guy. Yeah, guys.
Cool, guys. So what is it? First of all,
we don't even know what day it is.
Oh, first of all, Asiko, right? They announced that extension, and I really should have recorded our reaction. Things took a left. I know it was the right thing to do, but my heart is still very heavy about it.
Also, to anyone who's being attacked by COVID-19 prefects, you have the right to be sad about being in the house for this long.
Yeah, what the hell?
We understand that Cupcake is doing the right thing. We get that. But also I'm sad.
It's also like people were like, but we knew an extension was coming. My G. We thought, and then they confirmed it, and then we were sad, but we're staying indoors. It's not like we're sad and we're sad and we're gallivanting.
I just had such a dark word. Whoa.
What the hell? Keep that to yourself.
I will.
Day 16, Bumalap. Yeah, so it's day 16 of being a vegan. It's day 16 of fasting. Overall, the fast has been relatively easy for me. This is not the first time I've done the Daniel's fast. So like the food restrictions aren't flattening me as much as they should. Because the whole point is that you're supposed to deny yourself of worldly things. I mean, in this case, of certain foods, and it's supposed to like test you. And when you're feeling weak, you're supposed to go and be like, Lord, give me the strength, which obviously brings you like closer together. But because this is not my first rodeo, and like I've been vegan on and off in my life, it's just not
that hard.
Yeah, it's not that hard. So I'm trying to challenge myself to just pray way more than what I do. I watch one sermon a day. I pray twice a day. Yeah, but I need to bump the cheese up.
Yeah. It's my first time doing a Daniel's fast. Like I've fasted before, but I've fasted like the don't eat between certain times.
Yeah.
And like, you know, like meat is not the problem. Like whatever. I don't care about chicken. I want cheese, I want milk, I want eggs. But it's fine.
Yeah, going to
and like, I mean, it's not as hard. I think when I first, like my first few fasts where I wasn't eating, that was more because I mean I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
So this is easier in terms of diet, but I think what I like about fasts is that I actually have to like think and be intentional with my relationship with the Lord.
Yeah.
So it is helping in the sense that I know that, okay, so we are fasting, so you have to pray when you wake up, pray before you go to sleep. I wake up in the middle of the night at funny hours and I pray during that time just because it's nice and yeah, it's still, everyone's asleep, it's just me and Jesus.
I think that during this fast, I'm currently watching a sermon by Pastor Mike Todd from Transformation Church. That is my guy. Literally, if you're
not
looking for a modern preacher,
something for the youth.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're not denominational, because the church is not denominational, then definitely hop onto YouTube and watch that. So I'm currently on the series about faith, and it speaks about like crazy faith and lazy faith, and how we as humans, well, as Christians, have both of these sides inside of us, and that it's literally just about us choosing which side we want to nourish in order to starve the other side. So I'm trying to obviously nourish the crazy faith side and minus the lazy faith, because I definitely am very aware that both of these things exist inside of me. But the series has helped me in terms of my faith. Like, there's a difference between saying I walk with faith and actually practicing faith. So I'm trying, to switch from the one to the other. Also, this fast has taught me that, like, I'm done praying for myself. I've done that. He's heard my cries. I'm sure every time I pick up the line, he's literally like,
when I food.
So he's heard my prayers, and again, I believe that once I pray for something, it is done if it is according to his will. So I'm gonna I've let that go, and I'm now praying for my friends and family. I just need to shift my focus, because I really do need to believe that it is done. I'm trying to be faith, like, guys, I don't know, like, I just think that 3 weeks for me via lockdown, I was like, okay, cool. Like 5,
it's a bit wild.
Yeah, and the biggest thing I was praying for during this fast was Corona. Not to say that I was praying, like, not to say that I thought that at the end of 3 weeks, everything would have been pasalaga and Corona would have shut and everything would have been fine. But I really did pray that, like, there was a significant like improvement. Yes. And that maybe we'd be able to, like, do certain things with social distance, and obviously it's just not the time, and I shouldn't lose faith, and I should continue praying about it. Like, I'm constantly praying for the doctors and the nurses that are on site. I'm constantly praying for those who have been affected by it. Like, I'm praying for their healing. I'm actually paranoid right now. Like, I'm praying for my friends and family, for their health, just because I've just been realizing stuff, like, with the restrictions that are put in place. If anything, God forbid, were to happen to anyone that I love, there's a very good chance I would not be able to be there.
But
yeah, so that has been giving me, like, anxiety. I've just been, like, pressing to the Lord about that, and just really just giving that to him, because I cannot walk around with that burden or those problems.
Also, as someone, I'm like a control freak little bit. I don't like when I can't. So obviously this entire time in the world is just wild for me. So I've definitely been trying to pray to learn how to just, like, let go and let God, hey? Because
what the hell we gonna do now?
This is above me.
No, this is above us.
Me, it's beyond me. I don't have the range. Only one person has the range, or 3.
There are times where I don't know what to pray about, so whenever I do start a prayer, I just, like, one of my opening lines is that, like, I ask the Holy Spirit to join me in the prayer, so that the Holy Spirit can guide me and show me things that I need to pray about that I may not be aware of, especially when it comes to me and, like, holistically healing. Like, there's certain things that I may think I'm good in this, like, aspect, or, like, but I'm really not. So I just ask that the Holy Spirit, like, shows me that I'm not okay and I should bring it to the Lord. Also, Pastor Todd speaks about there's certain aspects of our life that we don't give to God, because we've decided that that's who we are and these are the problems we're going to deal with forever. And I'm obviously just trying to break that. I'm just trying to bring everything to the Lord. Like, I'm on my knees, hands up. I want to surrender myself to him and give him all of me and all of my problems, because I really do think that when you do that, like, he can only take you to new heights. Your relationship can only get better. I have nothing to lose. If anything, these things will get better, which will make my life easier. Yeah.
I mean, guys, you don't always feel super. You don't always wake up and the Holy Spirit says, Washa! So for me, it always helps me to kind of spend some time just sitting with God before I pray. For me, that means, like, listening to some gospel, because that's how I can connect. And if I have to just sit on my bed listening to joy celebration for 45 minutes,
I'm gonna do that.
that's what I'm gonna do. And it's okay.
That. Yeah, I hear you. Also, I think that it's very important that like you find, if
what
you are
works for you.
trying to like better your relationship with God, or like be able to hear his voice. That's something I struggled with for years. Like I wasn't able to hear his voice. Like at church they'd be like, yeah, the Lord said it, God said, and I was like, he said what? When? How? So yeah, for the past 2 years I've really like, I feel like I've I know how to hear God's voice, and I know how to distinguish his voice from my voice. And guys, it happens in different ways for different people. Like music is how I communicate with God. If I really want to tap in and be in his presence and feel his presence, I like worship is, it's like the only, not the only way, but it just works the best for me.
And sometimes it's like, I don't know, sometimes I'm listening to my gospel and all of a sudden I'm crying, and like it's okay.
Oh, also there's just nothing better than crying.
Just cry
to
with
the
Jesus.
Lord. Because you literally don't have to put up a front. I don't have to worry about who's around me, who's saying what. I don't have to comfort those around me.
And also,
he knows my heart. He knows all my problems.
He knows all your problems, even the ones that you don't, even the ones that you aren't aware of. And sometimes that crying thing really comes as a shock, eh? I thought I was fine. Manje ngiyalila.
You thought you were fine? Please. Anyway guys, that is all that we have for you today. I will definitely give you, I'll try to give you like one more update before the fast ends, or like I'll do a recap at the end of it. Okay, love you guys.
Love ya.